Yo, Gym Life J here. I hope this reaches you in good health and spirits. I apologise, it's been a minute since my last vlog, but you know me, still pushing hard in the gym every day and knuckling down with my nutrition, which over the last few months I feel has really made a big difference in the rate of my progress. Usually when I'm bulking, I just eat what I want and I just kind of hope that I'm gonna gain some lean mass in there somewhere. Whereas this year I really decided that, just like my cut, I'm gonna track my nutrition, I'm gonna follow it, I'm gonna try and think about what I put into my body and then look at the effects that this has kind of coming out on the outward appearance. And it's through this process that I've learned so much, and it's been so liberating and so empowering that it made me think, you know, this is the information that people need, at least to start, you know, to plant that seed in their minds, so that, you know, somewhere along the line, hopefully they, meaning you, can benefit from this information at some point in your journey. It may not be tomorrow, it may not be the next day, but at some point you're going to get to a stage where you think, I need to do a little bit more. What I'm doing isn't working enough. You know, for the amount of time and effort I'm putting in, I want to see more results. And it's these nutritional principles that will make the big difference. So most of the questions I get on a daily basis are regarding fat loss or muscle gains, and it made me think that there's a big seed that should be planted in all of our minds at a much earlier stage that would benefit us all much more than 90% of the stuff that we learn in school. You know, in school we learn about, you know, a variety of things: Pythagoras theorem, sedimentary rocks. I had to learn Latin in school. There was a guy called Caecilius and his dog called Canis. When I left school, I never needed to know that information again. But if I'd been taught in school how what I was eating affects how I look and how I feel, that would have benefited me greatly for the rest of my life. You know, the things that I've learned over the last few years have changed my life in such a great way that if I'd known them earlier, there's lots of other things in my life that potentially could have been better. Things that I would have been better at, things that I was doing anyway that would have benefited me more. So this seed of the basic understanding of nutrition is crucial. And it's not something that you're going to learn and tomorrow it's going to change your life. But over time, the more you get into fitness and understanding how your body works, and the more in tune you get with your body, the more you're going to realize that you need to understand and implement these principles in some form to really see a progress in your, either in your, you know, athletic fitness if you're trying to achieve something in sport, or just in your overall appearance, in your daily well-being. We literally are what we eat. You know, it's that old saying, we are what you put into your body is what makes your flesh. There's no two ways about it. So how and what you eat leads to how comfortable you feel within your own skin, and how you feel within your own skin has a big impact on the quality of your everyday life. So we all have, you know, whether it's consciously or subconsciously, we all have a desire to improve our lives in some way. And by no means do I think that this vlog is gonna, you know, change your life tomorrow or turn you into a diet expert, but it will be a seed that at some point I hope will grow inside you. And at some point when you think, oh, actually I do need to push on a bit further with my knowledge, or understanding a bit more about how I can actually control my progress, you know, you'll want to push on further from the information in this vlog, and it will, you know, it will help you to follow your fitness journey in a more proactive way, as it did me. But yeah, as I often do, I'm rambling a bit, so let's get into the meat or the real substance of this vlog. At this point I would say, you know, open your phone, open the notes on your phone, or grab a piece of paper and a pen or pencil, and, you know, make some notes. There's going to be some stuff in here that I hope will at least kind of trigger another thought in your mind, and it's hard to remember everything that everyone says. I barely remember everything that I say. So yeah, it's a good habit to, when you watch vlogs or when you read something that's interesting, just make a quick note of it, because at some point in the future that bit of information may be something that you want to look further into, or it might tie in with something else that you read or hear, and then you can think, oh yeah, that makes sense with that. So yeah, do that if you please. So basics. Food. What is food? Food to most of us is energy. Food is more than energy. Food provides a variety of nutrients and messages that the body needs to survive and progress. But for the purpose of body composition, which is what this vlog is about, we're going to talk about food in terms of energy. Okay, so energy that you put into your body, which is the same as energy that your body uses or spends. Every function, from your heartbeat to a blink, to walking, to speaking, to digesting more food that you put in your body. You know, your body uses energy in a variety of ways. Energy that you put into your body through food and then use through daily actions can be measured in calories. So if you put in 100 calories through, let's say, a packet of pop chips, and then you go to the gym and burn 100 calories on the treadmill, you have an equal transaction of calories. The same amount of calories that you put in is the same amount of calories that you burn, and this is known as energy balance. At the end of each day, if you have consumed more calories than your body has burnt, then you are likely to put on weight. If you have consumed less calories than your body has used, then you are likely to lose weight. I say likely because there are other variables that do affect weight loss and weight gain, such as water levels and hormonal changes in the body. Your maintenance level of calories is the amount of calories that your body requires to stay the same. It's the amount of calories that your body needs to function efficiently without either losing weight or gaining weight. So for me, at around 200 pounds body weight, which is about 90 kilos, I know from my experience and from my calculations that my maintenance level of calories is around 3,600. So if I want to lose weight, I know that on a daily basis, I need to hit under 3,600 calories. So if I set my daily calorie allowance to 3,400, that 200 calories that my body is missing, that 200 calories that my body wants on a daily basis, is called a deficit. So that 200 calorie deficit on a daily basis over time will lead to my body burning fat to make up for the difference of calories that it's missing, which is how the fat loss happens. Obviously, the bigger this deficit, the quicker the fat loss. So if you've ever lost weight, or you're planning on losing weight, it doesn't matter about the diet you were on or the foods that you're about to choose. It will and will have only have worked if you placed your body in a caloric deficit, meaning that on average, the calories you were putting into your body were less than the calories that your body was spending. And by on average, I mean you don't have to massively be under your maintenance level of calories every day to initiate fat loss. You need to aim for, on a weekly basis, being in enough of a deficit that your body has to reach to your fat sources to make up for the energy that you've not been giving it through your nutrition. Now at this point, things get a bit more complex, but just stay with me. I'm gonna throw some numbers around, but don't be daunted by them. Just try and drop them down if you can. And sometimes sometimes things take a second look at quickly just to make sense, and this is one of those things. I remember I had to look at this 2 or 3 times. I was like, oh, what does that even mean? But once you get it, you get it. 3,500 calories is 1 pound of body weight. I want to lose 1 pound of body weight, so I need to lose 3,500 calories. 3,500 calories divided by 7 days is 500 calories per day. My maintenance level of calories is 3,600. I need to reduce that by 500, which is 3,100. So if I hit 3,100 calories per day for 7 days in a row, I will have created a deficit in my body of approximately 3,500 calories, which is approximately the same as 1 pound of body fat or body weight. It doesn't matter what diet type you're on. It doesn't matter if you're embarking on an Atkins diet, or you use Weight Watchers, or you're vegan. It doesn't matter. If you've ever lost weight, it's because you've placed yourself in a caloric deficit. A lot of these diets do work initially, especially initially, because they restrict certain food types. So for example, if you all of a sudden decide I'm going to be a vegan and you cut out meat, it's not the cutting out of the meat that has lost the weight for you. It's the fact that by restricting a certain food type, on average, your daily consumption of calories will reduce. It's unlikely that you're going to stop eating meat and you're going to make up for the lost calories from that meat, from the vegetables that you're eating. And that's why you would have lost the weight. Similarly to an Atkins diet, you know, if you reduce your carbs, it's not the fact that you're not eating carbs that you've lost weight. It's the fact that by taking those carbs out of your diet, it's brought your overall daily calorie intake down. And the reason that a lot of these diets don't work in the long run is because people can't adhere to them. Because, you know, if all of a sudden you say, right, I'm going to stop eating chocolate and I'm going to stop drinking alcohol, things that you do every day or that you're used to doing for the last few years of your life, if you stop doing them, yeah, of course, at the beginning you're going to lose weight because you're putting yourself in more of a caloric deficit. But you also have to say, how sustainable is it? It's great if you can do that for 2 weeks and you lose, you know, 2 pounds. But then if you rebound and then you go back to eating chocolate and drinking alcohol the week after, what's going to happen? The weight's going to go back on because you haven't looked at why the weight's going off. You've just looked at particular items, and it's not about any item. It's not about any particular food. I ate a whole packet of cookies last night. I promise you. One sec. I ate this whole pack, all 5 of them. They were delicious. But I ate them because I know I can. Because I understand the amount of energy that they contain. I understand that if I eat those, it's going to affect my daily calorie goals. So I can do it because I know that if I eat 500 extra calories today, I know what to do with my diet tomorrow to offset the negative effects of those things. And that doesn't mean that I can do that all the time, of course not. I have to be sensible with my decisions, but I can indulge here and there because it's not about any particular item. It's about energy in versus energy out. And once you understand that and you get your head around it, it frees you up. You know, people are talking about flexible dieting. It's flexible because they understand the principles of it. You can be flexible when you fully understand, you know, how things work. Now I understand all of those numbers and all this information that I've been given is a lot to take in. And to be honest, at the beginning, you don't need to know it. You don't need to even use it. You know, there's steps that I went through way before I decided to start following my nutrition closely that benefited me a lot. And that's the purpose of, again, this coming back, that's the purpose of this vlog. It's not that you're going to become a dietary expert at the end of it and you're going to understand exactly how calories work and yeah, this is my maintenance and this is my deficit. You know, don't be overwhelmed by all of those terms and all of those numbers. The main thing to start with is to start with your mindset. It's just to be more conscious in your decisions, your everyday decisions. When you eat something, be conscious that you are putting in a certain amount of energy into your body. It's not just something that tastes nice. You know, you're putting energy into your body, and when you put it in, you're then going to use that energy. And just be conscious that at the end of each day, if you put in more energy than you use, then you can't lose weight. Yeah? And if you want to put on weight and you put in less energy than you use, then you can't gain weight. It's impossible. So start just thinking of those notions, think of those ideas, and as I said, when you go to, you know, when you go to pick up that sandwich in Marks and Spencer's for your lunch, or you go to Pret and you get your soup and your bread roll, just start thinking, oh, I wonder how much calories is in this. Because that's where you have to start. You have to start becoming conscious in every little decision. And it doesn't mean obsessing, it means just being aware of the things that are actually, you are actually made of. What you are eating is what you are made of. So be conscious of it. You can't change how you look and how you feel if you've got no idea about the things that you're putting into your body that determine how it looks and how it feels. It just doesn't work. But yeah, for the fact that you've got this far through the video and you're still watching, it means that you know you have some real desire to change and to improve your body composition, or just to learn more and start the process. So you know, I know there's been a lot in there, a lot of rambling, which I apologize for at points, but knowledge is power, and power, you know, on a personal level leads to accountability, and you have to be accountable for your decisions, because how you look and how you feel is down to you, you know, nobody else. You know, if you're not feeling or looking the way that you want to, it is because of the things that you've done, and I've been in that position before, and I've got myself out of it, and you can as well, and you will. If you believe you will, and you have the desire to, you will, because it just is what it is. You just start taking steps and it works. So yeah, so please like, subscribe, share this video with anyone that you think may benefit from it. Part 2 will come shortly, where I go into more detail about macros and how they play a further role in impacting your body composition. But for now, I'm about to go and smash a big upper body session. These gains don't make themselves, and you know I'm all about them gains. So yeah, hope you're all well. Mad love to wherever you are all around the world. Keep growing, keep inspiring, keep pushing. And yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Peace.